Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hopefully we're live.
Yes, do, if anybody's watching, both of you, view 0. Do comment in the comments if there's anybody around and we are streaming or not streaming. If we're not streaming, you won't know that I've asked you to comment. But
I mean, I would get up on my phone, but I'm using my phone, and so we'll just have to.
I could get up on my phone,
just in case. But yeah, we're back to live again. We haven't been live since I don't remember when.
Long time.
Right, you're gonna have to tell me. Is it like Jörg with a Y or Jörg with a J? Because or George. Is it George? I don't know. Please tell us, because I really don't want to keep getting it wrong all the time, and I hate mispronouncing people's names. So hopefully anybody watching this later on as well won't have already given up and gone home. But we are playing tonight. I'm playing Breakneck Slaughter with the Cyreni's Razors.
And I am playing the Thricefold Discord. I can never remember what they're called, but it's the Thricefold Discord. And I am playing them with the Force of Frost.
The Force of Frost.
Force of Frost deck. So we're basically playing, this is a straight Death Gorge core set Nemesis matchup.
We've also got Kaisek. I mean, I've probably mangled that one even more, but
Chaisek? I don't know.
Chaisek.
I don't know. I've no idea. Yes. Apologies for our terrible pronunciations and incredible Englishness.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's a lot of letters.
Oh, I can't do that. I'm just going to call you Bill.
Yeah.
So yes, just for anybody who's not seen any of this before, the Breakneck Slaughter has a special rule which kind of represents the slippery iciness of things, and that you gain momentum counters with various cards and so on. And for if you have more than one or more, if you have any, you get +1 move. But then after the reaction step of that fighter's activation, they then go sliding all over the place. And Robin can choose where my fighters go, and I can choose where his fighters go. Zach Matthews is on. Hello, Zach. That one I can pronounce.
It's actually Zark.
I was watching a comedian the other day, and it was about, at some point we're going to get to the point where someone's going to name their child with all silent letters. I can't do the skit because he was very quick off the mark with it. But it's like S as in Siobhan. No, it wasn't Siobhan because that has an S, but it was funnier.
Brilliant! What a recount that was. It's like watching my wife tell a joke.
Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, it was very funny. So moving on with the game. You're not here for the bad jokes.
Oh, that's exactly why they're here. Exactly why they're here. Yeah, do let us know in the comments whether you prefer silly banter or whether you just want to get straight on with the game. I mean, to be honest, you haven't got much choice, but be interested to know. Interested to know what you think.
Yeah. Smiley face for banter, and some kind of serious face for back.
Get on with it.
So we're going to crash on. We're going to get on with this. We have set up the board, and here is the board. You won the roll-off and got me to pick the board, so I picked this one. And then you've laid them out in this sort of offsetty style. I feel like since the last couple of tournaments, we're both looking at offsetting stuff more.
I don't know. I kind of felt like I want to, particularly old Lasavir is quite fragile, and in the other games we played, you've killed them almost immediately. Yeah. So we tried to sort of set them off a little bit, so make it a bit harder.
Oh, you've set me off. So we're going to show our cards off quickly as well. So these are my cards. I did re-pick my power card because I had 5 upgrades. So these are my cards. And apologies, you will have to just go back and pause it or something if you want to watch these later on, see what I've got.
So it's J, like the first sound in yes.
So yeah.
And Erg rhymes with Kirk, like Captain Kirk.
Does that Yerk? Yerk? Okay. Is that right? Yerk?
Yerk, not
Maybe?
Jerk.
Not jerk. Can you make sure you've got yours the right way round so people can see them? There you go.
Did you do yours the wrong way round?
No, I did mine the right way round. You never do it the right way round.
I think you'll find I always do them the right way round. I think you'll find a wizard places his cards exactly how he needs to.
And we do have a mug to confirm that you are a wizard.
Yes, I have. Unfortunately, it's gone cold.
Oh.
So there we go. It's not showing at the
moment. So Yerk, hopefully it's Yerk, and
yeah.
Hopefully we've got that right. So those are the cards. I've just gone to the wrong screen. We've got to roll off now. Roll off for round 1.
Rolling off.
Rolling. 2 singles and 2 doubles. So that means you win because you finished it off first.
Okay. Yes.
So poopies. And one of my dice is over here, and I've got to find out which ones. So
I think I'll let you go first.
Oh, I say. Those are all yours.
Thank you, darling.
Where are all of mine? None of those mine. Oh, stuff it. Anyway, I'm going first, am I? Fine. So I will do something. Right, keep it going, Pete. Keep it moving. So, apologies as well if we keep leaving it on the dice screen. I am going to try as much as possible to get
shout
to
in
the
the
right
comments
screen.
if Pete's left it on the dice screen.
Right, here we go then. So I will charge with Ringlith, I believe. Ringlith. 1, 2, 3. Well, hopefully the audio is balanced because we did faff around with that a lot before we started this game. So I'm going to charge to there. And I'm going to attack Salazar Slytherin.
Vashtish.
Oh, that's one.
Vashtish the Coiled.
So 2 hammers. I'm not actually going to charge there. I might as well charge there because...
Okay.
Yeah.
She's got a range to attack, so...
I know, but if you charge with somebody else, you wouldn't get the supports then. So
I
2 hammers, 2 damage.
Keep moving.
Crit and a hammer.
Okay, here comes the double crit defence. Get it out early this time. Oh no, actually failed on both dice. Very unlike me. How much damage is that?
2.
What? So, did I have any successes? I didn't.
No.
So...
oh God, who inspires?
it would be Vexmore, the man Vexmore.
Oh dear. Now, when he's inspired, we need to remember that he's now -1 damage.
He's always -1 damage. That's how bad I was at remembering.
Oh God. Oh God. Right. So, in the power step, I'm going to play Slick Ice. This is a domain card. After a fighter's charge super action, give that fighter 1 momentum counter. This effect persists till the end of the round. So everyone's going to be slippery sliding everywhere.
Sorry, I completely wasn't listening.
I know.
After?
Everyone will get a momentum counter if they charge.
Okay. And then you can push them immediately. Is that right? Because you get it.
So you'll get it after your charge super action.
Yeah.
And then after the reaction step, you then do the...
So you will be able to push them.
Yeah, pretty much everybody who charges now is going to get a momentum counter and then can get pushed.
That's a bit rude.
It's worth mentioning that the momentum counters will come off once you've been shoverated.
Okay, I am going to try and cast Icon of Excess.
Mm.
Oh no, I'm not. I have to deal 1 damage to me. That's not good. She's not in a good place to have 1 damage dealt to her.
No. Bit of Vexmore could cast it.
Actually, I'm completely wrong one. I meant to cast the Soul Slice Shard, which is deal 1 damage to an enemy fighter that is furthest from the caster.
Ow.
So
who's casting?
This lady here.
Okay.
So person there. So it's 2. And
With
these lightnings, I
Tefnar.
did get a lightning.
So you just need 1 lightning.
Yeah.
That's a wound on the flippery fish.
Yeah.
You haven't turned Vexmore's card over.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. No, he's still only level 1 though, sadly.
Yeah.
Yes, Robin waits until it's important to get his crits. As everyone's seen from the last game we put up on YouTube.
That was hilarious for me.
For you, for now, I power step pace.
Okay. That's not great.
It's worth pointing out that just before we started, Robin flip-flopped on where to put this one, and then I was going to put it back there and put it here, so it'll be a question now as to whether that was... I was going to say whether that would have been a mistake or not.
I think for my first, I'm going to move with Vixmore onto there.
Oh, he's a big lad. 5 wounds, and -1 damage. He's not easy.
If there are no successes in the defence.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's not always.
So for me, he's going to be near invulnerable.
So that's my first. So.
Okay. I don't want to play anything at the minute. So on to my second go. I will charge with Alathur. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alathur. That's good. Now, in most of our games we've played so far, I have killed one of your fighters off quite early.
Yeah,
it's
you
still
have,
not
yeah.
actually made too much of a difference on the
No,
remaining
though,
two.
she's the
so-
spellcaster, so in this Force of Frost deck, it's a bit more. I mean, they're both spellcasters.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
They,
She's got 2 dice. whereas
She's got
the
2
other-
dice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a bit more.
Put a shout out in the channel if you joined us. Who's on tonight? Good say to hello to her. I know we've got any old faces returning. So here we go. 2 dice. Need hammers. Oh, it's a double hammer.
Need a crit. Oh, 2 successes. No, same failure again. So she's dead.
Dirt.
Whoa.
So she's off the board and I get a glory.
Yeah, I'll get 2.
I get another glory.
Stranglehold.
Oh, Thomas. You get 2? That's disgusting. I get another one for
Oh, no, I don't get it.
snuff
Actually.
out.
Sorry, apologies.
Scroll immediately after your warband deals precisely enough damage to an enemy fighter to take that fighter out of action. That's another glory. So I'm up to 2. And I've got to draw another objective. And that's my next objective. Do I want it? I do not know.
Right.
Oh, I did not want that one. And I'd forgotten I had that one in my deck. Would have changed the way I do things. Oh, Pete. Oh, Pete.
Here we go again.
Jose's in. Hello, Jose. Go to back on live streams. Yes, we are.
What is it?
We've got some weird, silly little thing that's in the way of your comment, Zach. So we're just trying to see what it is.
It says, what is a movement counter? I mean, after a charge, please.
How do you mean? What's a movement counter?
I didn't
Oh,
charge.
sorry. Momentum counter.
Oh, momentum. Oh,
The
yes.
momentum.
Oh, yes, momentum.
That's a good point. Yes. So
I didn't
she's
charge.
got.
Oh, yeah.
She has. So she will get momentum counter now.
Yes.
And then after the reaction step, of which there is none, as far as I'm aware. Don't think anybody's got anything.
No.
So I wouldn't score that objective until later on.
Right.
So now
I
you can
push it.
effectively shove her 1 hex, and you have to. It says to use this
Yeah.
scattery token thing, but you just basically push it in the direction of the hammer.
hammers,
So
yeah.
Robin can choose where to shove her.
Might just push that way.
Okay.
I think you forgot about that, so thank you, Zach, for your question.
Damn you, Zach. You've made an enemy for life. Okay, so then power step wise, I have nothing to do at the moment.
No, I've got nothing either, but I do score Stranglehold. Score this immediately after an opponent's power step if your warband holds each objective within 2 hexes of no one's territory.
Ooh, that's why you did that, isn't
That's
it?
why I offset that and put that one there, yes.
You sneaky
Correct.
bugger. 2 glory for that. Disgusting.
Well, it sacrificed,
It's true.
so, yeah.
I don't think you had to sacrifice though, did you?
Well, I couldn't charge because you could push me off.
Oh, I see.
So
yeah,
I had
true,
to
true.
move.
True, true, true.
And if I moved, I could have moved her, but then,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
I mean, you could have moved away, but then there's a chance I might have jumped onto that objective, I guess.
exactly.
Exactly.
Right. I'm going to put the Gourmand of Pain on Vexmore. So it's a spell reaction. Use it after attack action if this fighter was a target. If cast, deal 1 damage to 1 fighter within 1 hex of this fighter.
Ouch.
Yes.
I am going to do nothing right now.
Okay. And I think for my second, I will attack. And neither of them have taken any damage, have they?
No.
So
So both got 3 wounds.
I will attack.
But you do 3
I
damage,
do
don't
3
you?
damage. I'll
Ouch.
attack this one here, I think.
Holy poop. Alathur.
So it's 2 hammers, 3 damage.
Ahow.
If I don't get any successes, then Lasavir will inspire. I did get a success.
I didn't want that.
Well, I do want to kill you.
Alathur is just shields. You haven't got cleave or anything?
No.
Nothing. Ow.
Splat.
So
I'm taking the
Alathur
objective.
is dead. We'll show that objective off. There you go. Normally it's Renglaive that bites it. He's a bit bitey. Okay. That's uncalled for. So you're up to 3 glory. Anything in the power step?
I'm going to put the icon of excess on Vexmore as well.
What's that do?
It's a spell action. Deal 1 damage to this fighter. If cast, each surviving friendly fighter can make 1 move action or 1 attack action.
Okay. I'm going to put Gifts of the Depths onto Cyreni, which is I can reroll 1 dice in the fighter's defense rolls. Back to you.
Nothing for me.
Oh yes, we did miss a block text. You can, if you want, put
Oh yeah, I
a
can.
block text down. Or a cover hex, whichever one you want.
Always forget that. It's because it's so ingrained now that we don't do it.
Yeah.
I always forget to do it. Do I want to put one down though? I have to put it there, don't I?
Yes.
Put the cover hex there. I won't do it actually.
He says no. Was it not blocking the attack line of sight? No, that's the blocked one there.
Yeah,
and the
so
fighter was there,
yeah.
so there was nothing blocking line of sight on that one.
Yeah, I didn't attack with this one because he only moved.
It was this guy.
He only moved.
Yeah, he'd only moved, and he does 3 damage, which is whopping. Okay, so do you want to play anything in the power step?
I do not.
I will play Surging Stream, +1 damage to attack actions made by uninspired friendly fighters.
Okay, sounds a bit like a Slaanesh card, really.
Does a bit. And then anything for you?
Nothing for me.
Okay, I'm then going to play Lurking Presence. Push a friendly capybara up to 2 hexes. There you go, bloop bloop.
Okay.
And then my third go, I will charge with Stephania. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, Stephania.
You get a momentum token, don't you?
Do you get a momentum token after the charge activation? And he rolls 3 swords, 3 damage now with Surging Stream.
Ow.
So 2 swords.
1 shield, so not enough.
Not enough, and you've got a success, so
Yep, so not inspired.
takes the full 3 damage. And I'll shovelerate him to there. And then, after the reaction, of which I don't think there are any, the Surging Stream goes away. You can then push Fishy, Squiddly Diddly.
Fishy to there.
Ooh, interesting.
This might be a massive mistake.
Oh, sorry, I didn't put the for you back. He's pushed Squiddly to there
This might
because
be
I
a
pushed
massive
him onto
mistake.
there.
In fact, I can push him to there if I don't have to put one of the
You
objectives.
could, because he was standing there.
Yeah, I don't have to put one of the objectives, so I won't.
You.
I'm going to play Irresistible Feast.
Ooh.
Play this only if one or more enemy fighters are adjacent to 1 or more friendly fighters. Pick an opponent. I'm going to pick you.
Oh, that's nice.
You can pick one. I can either deal 1 damage to each fighter adjacent to 1 or more fighters, or I can deal 1 damage to a fighter that is in my player's warband, or your player's warband, not my warband. So either I can choose, or
either I take 2 wounds.
yeah,
Oh dear.
or
And then you'll take a wound as well.
I'd be nearly dead.
I was going to say, that'll put you on 1 wound
Yeah.
remaining. And then even if you do get a -1 damage, I can kill you with a 2 damage attack. So I'm going to take the wounds.
Okay.
It's a very bloody game.
Yeah, it's going to be over quick. I just thought, oh God, got to do it. Such a good card, that. I
It
love
is
that
a
card.
very nice card. Probably absolutely horrible against Horde warbands. Right, make sure you put a wound on him.
Ah,
You big bastard cheat.
okay, right. Okay.
So after my power step, are we done with the power step as well?
Yeah, I just realised that if you kill him, I'm basically screwed.
It'll be a quick game.
Yeah.
After that, then all of my fighters inspire. I'm not going to put the inspire tokens on because I'm going to have to keep taking them off and putting them on, taking them off and putting them on. So that now means that the Squiddly Diddly is 2 dodge, Renglaith is shields, and Cyreni is 1 shield.
Okay, well, I've got to hope. I'm not playing anything in the power step.
Going for poor Squiddly Diddly.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go for Squiddly Diddly
Oh,
with this guy. 1, 2, 3 to there. In fact, oh no, I don't want to go there because you get single assists. Okay. I'm going to go round to there. think it's slime.
You don't want to go after Ringblade then?
No, I'm going to try and kill the squid.
Right, yeah.
So it's 3 swords, 2 damage.
That is enough.
With single assists.
Oh dear, oh dear.
A crit.
Oh, I got 2 dice on this one. Oh. I'm going to roll 1 at a time just for... Oh, there you go. A shield. A crit.
Okay.
You can push me.
I'm not going to.
I can then push you with the momentum.
I forgot that. Yeah.
Now, if I push you in a direction where you can't be pushed, you'll get staggered. So I'm going to push you into the wall.
Interesting.
If that fighter cannot be pushed into a hex, that fighter is not pushed and stagger that fighter.
So you can choose a direction and then...
Yeah, and then if you can't be pushed in that direction at all, then you're staggered.
Okay.
It would work the same. Sorry, I've pushed him into that bump there and staggered it. They. But if you were say here and you stagger them 2 in that direction, again they would go 1 and then they would stagger.
Right.
As they hit the wall.
This is again in a continuing saga of suboptimal decisions. I'm going to try and cast Mazig's Malediction, which is I need a focus for.
Would you?
I did get a focus.
But you focused it.
So I have cast it. If cast, choose an enemy fighter with 1 or more upgrades adjacent to the caster. This is why it's a sub.
I see.
The chosen fighter player picks one, break their upgrades, or give the chosen fighter 1 charge token.
Or give the chosen fighter 1 charge token. You want to give the Squiddly Diddly another charge token.
Yeah. Or
okay.
You could choose.
I'll give him another charge token. I think it makes a difference.
Or you break his upgrades, he didn't have any of.
This is true.
But I do score Cruel Chorus. Score this immediately after your warband casts a second or subsequent spell in the same phase.
Up to 4.
The reason I did it was because if you kill him now, I won't ever be able to score that. So
I see.
I might as well have given it a go.
Yeah.
The card was useless anyway. Okay, that's not too bad.
We'll show it off.
Oh yeah. Now I'm going to throw it on the floor.
Oh, okay.
This is not going well.
Yills. I kind of wish I'd put him like there now.
You could just
because I could have one-shot him and taken him out.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
In the power step, I'm going to play Spiteful Riptide, which just means that my inspired fighters have flying, and after a friendly fighter's move action, stagger each enemy fighter whose hex the fighter moves through. Anything for you?
No, I've got no cards left.
Okay. So my 4th and final go, I'm just going to charge with Cyreni. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Now I'm going to attack.
Okay.
What's the face here? So it's 2 lightnings now and 2 damage. 1 lightning.
I've only got 1 shield.
Should she be inspired, or is it he?
No, it's...
She inspires if he fails?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I haven't made a... I think you all got about my luck. I haven't made a successful save yet. Is that 2 damage?
2 damage.
Are you pushing or not pushing?
I will push you to there. And then you can momentum-rate me somewhere. Gazemba says, how many Robin crits have I missed? Actually, none so far.
I've rolled 1. I rolled
You
1
haven't-
on
you
an
haven't
attack.
rolled-
But
oh,
no,
yes,
I haven't
yeah,
rolled
you
any double
haven't
attacks,
done
so
any
I-
Robin
no,
crits,
I haven't
though.
done any Robin crits. And I've actually had, I would say, the lack of the rub of the green, whatever the opposite of that is. I'd say Peter, the rub of the green. I basically have 2 wounds left on all of my fighters. We're at the bottom of round 1.
1 wound on...
No, sorry, 2 wounds total.
Oh, I see, yes. It's been a very bloody first round.
Right.
So it's on to your 4th and
It
final.
is, yes. Okay, I'm just going to have a look at my... I'm going to have to go with Vexmore. I'm going to go with Vexmore onto...
So they've both got 2 wounds.
Yeah.
He rolls 2 dice, though.
Yeah.
But this guy rolls 1 dice, but he counts shields and dodges.
Okay, I'll go for
Squiddly diddly?
Yeah, I need to go with Vexmore.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I've got 2 dice.
Yeah.
So.
Hammer crit!
Oh,
There it is!
Gazemba! You've just summoned it. I can't
You've got
complain
two
because
dodge-
I've rolled crit successes as well.
You've got 2 dice.
Yeah, I've lost me dodge dice, block dice.
So you could still do this in the way you're rolling today, because you rolled a crit when I hit you last time.
Yeah, so this is Sephoneer. 2 dodges.
No, Sephoneer is dedorated.
So that gives you another glory. See, I know you're feeling like you're hard done by, but you have got 5 glory.
I feel better.
2.
I feel better now.
Oh, much better. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And then you didn't charge, so I can't shovelerate you. Because Ember says, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So, end of the round, you got anything you want to play?
I have no cards.
Then that's a no. You need to take your glory for that kill.
Oh yes, thank you.
Oh, yeah, anyway, right. So, you've double oh no, wait a minute. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. That charge kind of belongs on him, I think, because he charged.
He did charge.
Right, I went first. So I scored Eager for the Fight, which is one of the best cards ever. Scores in an end phase if each surviving friendly fighter has 1 or more charge tokens and or is within 2 hexes of 1 or more enemy fighters. It's just like guaranteed 2 glory.
I know. That's a good card,
It is a good card. The Slick Ice goes away as well. I've also scored Mind Erosion, which I don't really. Score this in end phase if 1 or more enemy fighters has 1 or more stagger tokens. That's another one. So I get 3, so it's 5 all.
Okay.
I've got nothing else. I'm going to keep my last objective, and I'm going to draw 2 and 5.
Okay. Philip Mark says, hello, new Underworlds minis look nice. Yeah, I think they do, especially now they're painted up.
Yeah, always looks
Yours
better
aren't quite
painted.
finished, are they? But they do paint up nicely.
They are
always.
slap chopheads, so they still already look kind of done.
Okay. I have scored Chill of the Grave. Score this in phase if 2 or more enemy fighters are out of action.
Grill of the Chave.
So I don't score anything else. I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to get rid of Euphoric Killers because it's an end phase card, and I have to have 2 surviving fighters. Can't see that happening by the end of the next turn.
Maybe not.
So we're going to get rid of that one. Have I got any fighters left at the end of the next turn? I'd be impressed. But then I'm going to draw. So I'll draw 5 and 2.
I mean, the only person that's not wounded is Sephoneer. Sorry, Cyreni. Sephoneer's dead.
Technically not wounded.
Yeah.
Just dead.
Just dead.
Technically
I am wounded.
Right.
As always, if anyone has any questions about the game, this game, rules, questions about favourite warbands, or any questions to everybody else watching around warbands and stuff, as always, do shout them out. We want to try and keep this all conversation going whilst we have the game, and hopefully people learn stuff at the same time. And also, if people have questions about what we're doing in the game as we play, aside from Robin's noise,
Sorry.
yeah, we'll try and answer them. So we'll show you our cards. Here are mine again. As before, you are going to have to pause it, I'm afraid. I can't do much about that. So there's mine. I'm going to read mine whilst Robin shows off his.
Hilarious.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Mexican says, so I want to talk about the Sepulchral Guard some more. I'll always talk about the Sepulchral Guard. Because they're great. They're great. They did great. I've got a lot of rubbish cards now. No, some of them are okay, I guess. Do. Right. What are my objectives? Read those 2. That's a good one. That's a bad one.
Mine are okay.
It's not going great. So both my
This roll
fights...
off could be very, very significant.
I think it will be, yes. So it's round 2. It's time to roll. Go on then, after you. 2 singles and a double.
So crit is really what you need.
Crit will win it. 2 singles and then nothing.
Oh, I think I'll go first.
Oh, you surprised me. I couldn't have
I don't
guessed.
think I turned any. I might have done. I don't think I turned any counters over last time. So excited was I to play. Right, what have I actually got here? Okay, that was.
What, your turn counters?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. You
I
turned
don't know.
them away.
Okay, that seems quite easy to
Just started number side up.
Okay.
Dr. Manhattan says, loving the channel. That means a lot coming from Dr. Manhattan, and thank you very much. What do we think of the hazard cards in Dreadfane? And the hazard cards in Dreadfane. Oh yes, those extra.
I don't think I like them.
And do you think that would be a cool thing to add to the game as a standard feature or option? I like the. I think as a standalone thing, it was okay to add a little bit of randomness in, but I think with everything else on top, it's.
And I think also, I think if you're playing casually, it's probably quite good fun, maybe.
Yes.
But if you want to go to a tournament or whatever, it'd be impossible because you build your deck and then you get like.
Oh yeah.
You can only move 3.
And I think some of the cards would definitely screw up some warbands a lot more than others.
Exactly. Right.
So I think they're fun, but yeah, for like one-off games, possibly with easier to play warbands or decks where you don't have to worry too much about your cards.
Okay, well I guess I'm going to attack old Rengalith with Lasavir because she's 3 swords, 2 damage.
Ow.
Or crits, not crit.
Crits.
Sword and support.
Right.
That's what I was trying to say.
So I need a shield or a crit.
I've got 2 successes.
I need a crit then. That's not it.
That's 2 damage.
And that's a dead Ringlith. There's another glory for you. Up to 8. Not looking good. Not looking good at all. Did you score anything? Did you?
No.
Oh.
No, I'll tell you now for fun. I've got no search cards left.
Oh dear. Well, you've scored all your search cards.
Left in my hand.
I was going to say.
In my hand.
Bloody hell.
He says he's just getting started with the game. He's a bit worried that we both seemed a bit jaded in the last videos discussing this new season. I think we were jaded by the inexhaustible release schedule of core boxes. I don't think we need one of these every 6 months.
No, I think the thing was we'd had the summer as well. I think coming out of August into September always seems to be
October into September
always seems to be a hard time. I think that you got to get the kids back to school and you just go, we've got a new box. Like, well, I've only barely played with the last box because we didn't play very much over the summer. I've barely played with. I can't remember what the last warband was. I want to say it was the Headless Horseman, but I'm not sure it was.
The Headsman's Curse.
Yeah,
no, it's the Skaven. Who was Scavix.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
and I played maybe 2 or 3 games with them.
Yeah. And so you kind of got that continual churn, which admittedly is a particular problem of being content providers because you've got to play the new stuff. And so I wasn't really excited about the box, but I have to say, as an out-and-out box play, this seems to be. I don't know if that makes any sense. Out-and-out box play, but
just
straight out of the box, this seems to be a fantastic set. I have to say, because it seems well balanced.
I will say I think that the fish elves, have a slightly worse deck against the 3-fighter warband.
Yeah, you did mention that.
But even then, still, I mean, look at where we're at now.
There's quite a lot of challenge and thought in it, but it's not too complicated. Whereas the Ephelims was a bit much, I thought, for a new box.
Ephelims was
and Domitans
also
seeing it out of the box in particular were quite a lot weaker than Ephelims.
Yeah.
But I think they were. People might disagree, but these seem very well balanced, and I love the cards. I love the temptation mechanic. I actually really like both
decks,
rivals decks. Which I'm not very good at extrapolating, sort of, until I've played it to see what it's like. So when I was looking at it, I was thinking, I don't really like that. The Breakneck Slaughter didn't really make a lot of sense. But actually, it's really quite good fun.
Yeah.
And the Force of Frost deck, I kind of dismissed it a little bit as it's just another Magic deck. But actually, it's quite good fun.
Because Emma agrees with the release schedule fatigue. You could do with less boards and tokens and dice and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it feels wasteful.
Yeah.
And
well, we haven't even punched out all the tokens from the last game because we were like, we don't need to.
Yeah, and it just, I don't know. Like you say, I don't need it. I don't need a complete. I mean, I'm glad they've actually changed the rules for the. I'm pointing at the camera, but
gets these involved a bit more. It feels like they're actually getting used again.
But I don't need that to change all the time.
No.
Do you know what I mean? I'd rather they just pick the mechanic they like and stuck with it.
I'm hoping, given there's been so little change in this one, that we're reaching that zenith of rules tweaks that they're like, okay, it's great now.
Yeah. Right.
Power step.
So it's me, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm going to try and. Is there any point before I go into that?
Dr. Man like the watery boards because they're so clean. Yeah, I think that it was nice to have a break from Gur and get into a different realm, and I quite like the aesthetic of it. I didn't like the objective starting the other way up though.
So I'm going to put the invincible armour onto Vex more.
Okay.
So that's +1 wound, but -2 move.
I'm-
He's not going very far.
No. I'm going to get rid of the Soul Siphon Mantle, which is +1 wounds, because that's a Thrall only card. I'm going
Okay.
to draw a new one, and this is what I draw. That is what I drewed. Not what I wanted, but that's the way it goes.
I just realised that card's now useless. And then I have nothing.
Okay, I'm then going to put the Moving Mark onto Cyreni, which is basically has a move or charge token. A defense characteristic is 2 shields, but cannot be on guard.
So if you've got a move
Yep.
or a charge token, do you say?
Move or charge token,
Okay.
yeah.
So once you've charged, you've got 2 shields.
Yeah. Anything for you?
Nope.
Okay, and I'm also going to put Defensive Swarm onto her, which is when you make an attack against me, if you're within 3 hexes, I roll 3 dice, and if I roll 1 or more swords, you take 1 damage and get
So
a
if
stagger
I
attack.
attack you, I die.
If you attack me, there's a chance you may die.
Yeah. Ho ho ho. Green giant.
Because Emma says he loved our suggestion last video where we suggest the rules updates via PDF or QR. Yeah, I think just something like
I
that.
still haven't emailed GW. I need to email GW.
We're coming for you, John. And that's me done. So my first activation, I am just going to ping him off the board.
Oh yeah.
I'm just going to use Hammer Time.
And I've got 2 wounds now.
You got 2 wounds left.
Yeah,
Oh crap!
Because
Okay.
I just gave him +1 wounds, the invincible armour.
Poopage.
I mean,
Then-
you could do it again next turn. so
Yeah, I think I need to try and kill you though. So I'm going to charge to there.
Okay, fell into my trap. So what range have you got? 2.
Range 2.
Okay.
So 2 swirlies, 2 damage. Come on, swirlies. 1 swirly.
Shield.
You didn't want that, did you?
Yep.
Oh no, because I only got 1 swirly. Crap. Okay. I'll push you back.
Okay, look.
Actually, it
Don't
doesn't-
push me off.
I'll push you to there.
Don't push me off. Do you want to push me so that I'm not in line with you?
That's a good point. Well, I
mean,
can
you
just
could push-
attack now, so
Oh, yeah, true.
I can just keep slapping you in the face.
Okay, because I've got 2. He's only got 1 wound actually.
Yeah. So I am now 2 shields.
So you're 2 shields and
If you attack me, there's a chance when I roll some swords that you'll take a damage and get staggered.
okay. I'll take a damage and get staggered. So if I attack you, then I'm likely die.
Well, 3 swords with my dice
Yeah.
rolling.
Well, true. You'll get 3 crits.
Thank you, Matt, Zach. Sorry about that. Dice screen is gone. So I shoved rated him from here to
Yeah.
here. So I wish there was a way to get the dice camera to just swap back. And people will probably go, why don't you just keep the old way, like Robin did many times to
I
me.
have done that a lot.
But it looks so much cleaner behind us because then there's not all the stuff and the lights, which it was, yeah. Anyway.
So for my second, I'm going to make a move action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into there.
Interesting.
And I'm going to cast the Pavan of Slanesh.
Pavan of Slanon.
I don't know if it's a Pavan or a Pavane.
I think it's Pavane, but I don't know.
So I need lightnings, which I get.
God, lightning.
If cast, choose an enemy fighter within 3 hexes of the caster. I'm going to pick this one here.
I'm not within 3 hexes of you there.
This is the caster.
Oh, sorry. Then I'm within 3 hexes of you there.
Deal 1 damage to the fighter, or you get to choose. You can deal 1 damage, or I can push you 1 hex.
I'll take the damage. Yep, bastard. Oh no, that's not yet. Must remember I can reroll 1 dice in my defense rolls as well.
Okay.
I've got nothing to play.
Okay. Neither do I.
Oh, I messed up a little bit. I don't think it would have mattered actually. Right, so my second go, I'm going to attack Blobbity Blob there again.
Blob, blob, blobbity, blob, blob.
2. Oh, that's 2. Didn't want them.
Oh,
Want
what
swirlies.
is this? Oh, okay.
Poop. Power step, I've got nothing.
Okay, then I'm going to try and hit you very hard in the face.
For your second go?
Yeah.
Okay, I have inspired now though.
Oh yes, okay.
I don't know if it doesn't really make a difference. I've got two shields and a reroll.
So it's 2 minus 3 damage. So will that kill you if it goes through?
Oh yes.
Okay, but then you could do shenanigans.
No, because I'll be dead. Defensive swarm's a reaction. I can't have a reaction if I'm dead.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'll try it. 2 hammers, 3 damage.
Nothing to lose.
Hammer.
Okay, so I need shields. Or I could crit it.
Okay.
And now I can roll my defensive swarm. So I roll 3 dice. If I roll 1 or more shields, I do 1 damage and stagger you.
Oh.
I don't want crits now. Silly dice. Right. My third go. I'm going to slap you again.
Okay.
I'm going to zapperate you.
Like the biggest game of hand
I
ever.
I rolled 2 lightnings last time. I need swirlies. I need lightnings now.
Oh, because you're inspired.
Yeah.
Here come
What's
the
the bet?
foci.
Here come the foci. All over the place. Oh, one. Oh dear. Okay. But I do score Gale 4. Score this immediately after your warband's third or subsequent attack action in the same phase. So it's been good that I haven't killed you in one
You
go.
couldn't have scored that if you
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's I'm telling myself that it's a good thing that I've missed 3 times in a row now.
I'm going to try and attack you. For my fault.
Yep, okay. 4th attack. Just going to sit here slapping each other.
Hammer.
Hammer, hammer, hammer. Need a crit or 2 shields.
2 dice.
2 dice and I get a reroll.
Oh, because you've got...
Yep. Need a crit. Oh, it's dead. Poop. And that's game. So you get glory for killing me.
Mm-hmm.
Poopity poop. And that's how quick these games get.
They are. They do seem to be quite fast in this warband as well.
Yeah. GG says. Now we might play another one because it's only quarter to 10, so we'll almost definitely play a second game. So for my 4th go, I will get rid of. I don't think I can actually score anything anyway.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go through my last because I've got enough time to go through all my cards. But yeah, I don't have the ability to do anything. So I can't score anything. I'm sad. Boo.
I've scored Cold of the Void. Score this in end phase of each surviving fighter is adjacent to no fighters. And Triumph of Carnality. This is my usual Saturday night for me. Score this in an end phase if 4 or more fighters each have 1 or more wound counters and or are out of action. That's everybody's dead or got wound counters on them.
Dr. Manhattan asked a question. How long does it take you to paint the warbands and how many paints do you have? Robin has many paints. There are boxes and boxes out here at the minute.
Too many. You don't need as many as I've got.
No. He just splashed out on a lot of paints, but then he's a nutter who collected every core box and warband after 1 game, so okay. Zach has suggested that you could use contrast paints. They're very good. I have had a lot of success with slap chopping, which is, you can Google it, there's loads of videos out there. Starting with like a black undercoat and then dry brushing it up to greys and maybe whites at the very tips and contrasting it, and you can do a very good job in a very short space of time with that. And that's pretty much how I paint everything now because it's very quick to do it that way.
I take it we're not playing round 3.
No, you won. In the tournament, I would just say go and score whatever other cards you can do in your last round, but that would be it. So.
I don't know what that would be.
Well, I'm sure you could probably just sit there. You'll get 3 new ones, won't you? And
yeah. I don't know how it would work.
It is live War Machine. We are live. Robin's just absolutely pantsed me by the middle of round 2. I'm going to play a second game. It's a 2-gamer tonight. The first game, I can't really say, but...
I'm starting to think now the Stylish Warband are actually better than the... because you had... In the other games, it was a bit difficult to tell because I had outrageous luck. But in that game, the luck was pretty balanced.
Yeah.
And
so...
you're all dead.
Yeah. Although, I mean, if I'd have made one of those attacks, your guy would be dead.
Yes, and then you wouldn't be dead.
Yeah. And then that I would have scored more glories. More than none.
That's true.
So, I don't know, it would have been closer at least.
I had the luck at the end, didn't I? Although, ironically, I wanted you to kill Vixen because I had I could score something off of him dying.
So we'll roll for game 2 now. So we'll go roll 2 picks a board to start with. Oh no, we don't have to because I rolled 2 crits, but also I automatically win it. I'll pick the board, I guess. I'll pick this board.
Sure you don't want this one?
Pretty sure.
You're picking the board.
Yes. So I'm going to get the objectives so you can place them however you like.
Oh
yes, there was a
question.
question. Yes. There's also a question around how earlier season warbands do. I do think that there is definitely some warbands have worse scope creep than others.
Yeah.
So
There's a few, like.
I mean, Sepulchral Guard aren't really new now because they got a revamp, so they're not really season 1. But Skaven tend to do well.
To be honest, you have to have a love of the warband to play them.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, they're still good fun, and if you want to play non-competitively, then I think that's all fine.
One objective there. Yeah, I think if you're just playing for the fun of it, then play whatever you like. But also, if you go to a tournament with the Chosen Axes, for example, or Garrick's Reavers, you're probably not going to do quite so well as Ephelims or things like that. Can we explain to the plebs in the crowd a few thoughts as to your picking boards and setup? We're absolutely crap when it comes to picking boards.
I should have completely put that one in the wrong place.
That objective probably should have gone there.
I nearly moved it there as well. Never mind. Oops.
Boards and setups are one of the areas that we probably don't spend enough time on.
No.
And the Amans and Valentins and Orc Tims and stuff among us will probably tell you that objective placement and board placement is absolutely key to the game. So basically don't do what we do. It does largely come down to the warband you're playing, the warband you're facing, the deck that you're running.
Yeah, I think generally you want to control the engagement. And so that's either if you're offensive, you put them square on so that you can get in an attack as much as possible, and if you're playing more defensively, then you offset them so that you can keep away.
As we were saying last week, sometimes if you're placing the boards, offsetting them can increase your offensive because you can bring more of the hexes close to each other.
Yes.
I'm going to get rid of my starting power cards because they are all upgrades.
Wow, we got four last time and 5 that time. That's impressive.
Yep. Okay, that's not too bad. I'm going to keep my objectives, so I'm going to shuffle them in and re-pick my power cards only. I'm generally not a fan of tier lists because mostly they only seem to ever be like people's opinions, and it's arguable as to who. I realised I shuffled my power cards in before I drew 5 new ones, so it's going to be my fault if I've got the same cards again.
I'm throwing everything away.
Yeah, you're throwing all of it away.
All of it.
Okay.
Probably we should tell each other what we've thrown away, but
we're not clever enough to make that count.
No.
So who's got money on the razors? 3rd time's a charm, right? This is only 2nd time, but...
Well, I beat you in the other game, didn't I?
Oh, I see.
I think that's what he meant, rather than I beat you.
Yes. Yeah. Dices. I'm going to grab my defense dice, try and get it before everything goes haywire. Ah, drop taker. Oh, there we are. Caught it. Right. Game 2. Time to roll for setup. We'll show you our cards in a moment.
Single. I didn't see what you got.
I've got a double. Okay. So I guess I'm putting someone down first. Okay, I'm going to put Venglaze there. Go squiddly diddly. I don't see how you can ever go against a giant boxing squid. I mean, there's the giant pinchy crab as well. Great big giant pinchy crab. Squiddly diddly diddly doo. Doobity 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 doo. So if I go there, I can zipperate you.
Yeah.
I can't zipperate you anywhere else though.
No.
If I went there, I could have, but you could have just placed it somewhere else. So I'm just going to put it
Think
there.
about that.
Right, so let's show you our cards. This is what we've got. You're going to have to just pause it if you want to see what all these are. Apologies.
Did you put the deck list in the description?
I have not.
Okay.
I will try and add them.
I'll send them to you. I'm not going to put them in.
I'm sorry. I'm under a lot of stress. Savage Velocity. Right. Done a roll for round 1. Oh, there's a crit and 2 doubles. So you need a crit or a single.
Nope.
No, okay.
Hammer time.
Hammer time. I think I'm going to let you go first.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie 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 okie doke.
Draw a power card.
Oh, you boring. What's it, you?
Okie dokie.
Anything your power step?
Should have not really, shouldn't I? I'll try and cast the Soul Slice Shards again.
The Soul Slice.
Yeah.
Who's casting
Lightning,
it? I don't think it makes a difference, to be honest.
Sorry?
I don't think it makes a difference. It's all going to be the squid, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but it does make a difference because she's got to.
Oh, sorry, yes, yeah.
And it'll be the squid, yeah. And that's successful.
Squid takes a wound already. I do not like that, so I am. Okay, I've got nothing I want to do. It's back to you again.
I don't think I've got anything else.
Okay. So my first go then. I am going to charge.
Charge!
I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Have a go at the big boss man, I think. What's the range attack on that thing?
1.
1, okay. I'll go to there actually and have a go at her. Vashtis. So Ringlaith is 2 hammers and 2 damage. A hammer.
Nothing. So that's a complete failure. So that inspires Vixen more.
Oh. Oh dear.
2 damage, did you say?
2 damage. I'm not going to push her back though.
Okay. I'm going to cast a spell, I think.
Cast a spell on you.
Yeah,
Cause you're mad.
I don't want to do that. Actually, no, I won't do that.
I've got nothing either.
And I will attack, I think, for my second activation with Vashtis onto that person there.
Okay. Demon O Air Fish Elfo.
1 hammer.
1 hammer. 1 nothing.
That's 2 damage.
Ouch. Push a rating?
No.
Okay.
And I'll try and cast. I'm an idiot. Got overexcited.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I'm going to try and cast the Freeze Thor Finish,
Okay.
which is a focus, which I get. Very lucky on the spells.
Yeah.
If cast, place one available feature token and an empty hex within 3 hexes of the caster, then choose an enemy within 1 hex of one or more blocked hexes and or a feature token and deal 1 damage to the chosen fighter.
Goodbye, Ringlith.
So I shall put that. Oh, I can put it there. I should put that there.
Yep.
And then kill Ringlith.
That's very OP. Very OP. Oh, Ringlith. You go, Glory.
Mm-hmm.
Bloody cheat.
And then I'm done.
Okay. My second activation then. This is not good. I'm just going to move Sephania, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Just to move. Over to you. Actually, he can move 5, so I think I will move him 5 to there.
Okay.
And he can move over that because he flies. He's not a beast, so he can hold objectives, and he flies.
Flies, you fool. I'm going to play Sublime Harmonies. In the next activation, each friendly fighter supports each friendly fighter within 3 hexes.
Nice. I misread one of my surge cards and thought, brilliant, and it's not.
My third, I'm going to charge to there.
Yep. I'm not trapped there.
No, I know.
Okay.
I can't trap you. Oh, I can trap you there, can't I?
No.
No, no, you're not trapped. You can't trap you anywhere.
Can't trap me
No,
anywhere.
I can't trap you anywhere. Oh, actually. Actually.
Yep, back to the drawing board.
Yeah, I'm going to try and cast the Pavane of Slaanesh. But I'm going to have to cast it with this one because it's within 3 hexes.
Okay.
So if I cast it, it's lightning. If I cast it, I could deal 1 damage or I can push them. You have to choose.
Okay.
Lightning.
You've been a jammy bastard with them.
Yeah.
So either I take a damage, but you do 3 damage anyway. So
Well,
you're going to want to
yes.
shot me regardless, so I might as well take the damage.
Okay.
Because the rest will just shove me and then I will be trapped.
Yes, yes.
Oh dear.
Okay. So I'm going to charge with the other fighter this time instead.
Hokey dokey.
It's 2 hammers, 3 damage. 2 damage, sorry.
Okay.
No.
Need
Complete
hammers.
miss. Yes.
Not a lot of nothing.
Not a lot of nothing.
Okay. Okay. Anything you passed at?
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear.
No.
Okay. I think I'm going to play Weckless Charge. Choose a friendly fighter and give the chosen fighter 2 momentum counters, +1 dice to the fighter's range 1 2 attack actions the next activation step. So I'll put that on Cyreni. Cyreni now has 2 momentum counters, but +1 dice. And then for my third go, I will charge with her. 1 2 3 4 to there. I shall slap her about the noggin. So it is now 3 spell dice instead of 2, and it's Schwirlies. Awesome. Stupid dice. And in the power step, oh, now you can shove Cyreni up to 2 hexes. If you so wish. I think it's up to. I don't think you have to, but.
1, 2. Actually, I might not do that. Let me shove him to there.
Okay. Unfortunately, that is the 2, so you can't. Yeah, can't stagger him. Her. Okay. Power step. I've got nothing.
Completely forgetting my.
And then I'm
things.
inspired.
Okay.
Things are going badly for me. Good thing about bad games is they finish quickly. So who's in what camp tonight? Who's in camp Squiddly Diddly and who's in camp Slaanesh? Diddly Diddly.
Fiddly diddly. So I'm gonna.
Diddly Fiddly.
For my 4th, I'm gonna charge with Vexmore
Yeah.
to there. I think.
Yeah.
Leaving the squid alive, which might be a mistake.
Leave that squid alive.
2
Keep that
hammers,
squid alive.
3 damage.
Oh, you people, keep that squid
Oh,
alive.
crit.
Crit. So I need a crit. Oh, 3 damage.
Okay, and then I'm going to try and cast Abyssos Avalanche.
Abyssos Bubble.
If cast, deal 1 damage to each fighter of the same territory as the caster. And then place up to 1 available feature hex and an empty hex. I shall try and cast it with her.
Ow.
So it's focus. Crit.
Crit. Ow. That is a nasty, nasty, nasty card. So
Yeah.
Cyreni's dead and you get glory for
Yeah,
that.
and all of my fighters take damage.
Yeah. Well, I mean, boo-hoo.
And I've scored Cacophony. Score this immediately after your Warband's 4th or subsequent casting roll in the same phase.
You have amazing power cards. Mine suck.
I did draw 4 spells or something crazy. So
I realised that one of the power cards I've drawn I can't even use now.
we can get
Oh,
rid of it,
sorry.
can't you?
No, I can't use it because it's only for uninspired fighters
Oh,
and they're
I
uninspired
see.
now. So, yeah. Not great. So, nothing in your power step?
No.
Next can see he's always rooting for the Grand Audience of Alliance of Order. Yeah, I think it might be a little bit misplaced here. Slaanesh seem a bit strong, says Kazembe. Yeah, I think so. Matthias. Hello, Matthias. Sitting here painting up Dread Pageant, so got to go with the Slaanesh.
Yeah, I kind of feel that they weren't strong, but actually on reflection they are.
I mean, it's not helpful with my dice.
No.
So, right, my last go, I'm going to charge 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. I'm going to attack her, because I can kill her, because she's taken wounds. Many wounds. So here we go. It is 2 hammers. Oh, I could go there and do scything, but I'm not going to. Not
That
going
never
to.
works.
Never, ever, ever works. 2 hammers and single assists. 2 hammers. And I have cleave.
Okay.
Doesn't matter because you've got dodge.
No.
Did.
I have got a reaction to that, and you're going to hate me.
I hate you
Parry
already.
this during an action that targets a friendly wizard after the deal damage step. If that fighter will be taken out of action, that wizard must be the caster. If cast, deal 2 damage. Oh, to the attacker. Not. I thought I could do it to anybody adjacent. It's 2 damage to the attacker.
Still,
There it is. To focus.
I hate you so much. So 2 more wounds
Yep.
done. So both of my fighters are on 1 wound remaining. I do score, thank God, at least 1 thing. Crashing Crescendo, which is 3rd or subsequent charge super action.
I've scored, fueled by pain. The
piss
squad. I know I have scored this immediately after opponent's activation step if each surviving friendly fighter has 1 or more wound counters.
Sod off. You need to take that model off because she is dead.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So get it gone. Unbelievable. Unfracking believable. Sorry, do you want to show that card off, King?
Oh, yeah.
What have you missed, Valentin? You've watched me getting bent over. That's what I just picked up. Getting properly done in. Didn't want that objective. Frankly, I don't want any of these objectives. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I mean, yeah, it's not good. Anything in the power step for you?
No.
Nothing for me neither, so on to the end phase. I think you went first.
Scored anything.
You have to lean forwards because
Sorry, I haven't scored anything.
Right, good. Valentin fills me. Oh, thank you very much. Seems like the damp squib warband. I've not had the best luck in this game.
No,
it
came out the blocks fast.
Yes,
but then it all went.
Everyone just. I mean, you had some amazing cards. You've done like
this card draw has been dreamy.
Yeah.
And I've cast every single spell.
So not that bitter, but
No,
every single spell,
including the one when I was dying.
To do 2 damage to me as well. Yeah.
I can't decide what to do with these.
Not that bitter.
Which you probably don't care that much that I can't decide what to do with them.
Get rid of them. If you can't decide, probably best to get rid.
I'm definitely keeping that one.
Matthias says he was hoping for Nemesis tournament, but in all honesty, he's just trying to go for best painters. It's his best chance to win anything. What was that for? Sorry.
Speak for yourself. I've got no chance of winning anything anyway.
He said, "How do we reckon Dread Pageant would do in a competition championship tournament?" Couldn't say with them. They might be okay.
Valentin's the man to ask if he's still around.
He is.
But I think that I haven't seen them bubbling around on the surface. And I don't really follow championships, so I don't really know.
Mini Hobby Therapist says, "Enjoying the game and overall channel content. Thank you very much. As a long-time collector, first-time player, he's sad that the box is delayed in the US. Yeah, it's a bit sucky that it's delayed. I mean, we've got a 2-week delay as well."
Right.
Patat says, "How powerful does the Slash Warband seem compared to the previous seasons? Is power creep real? Power creep's always real.
Power creep is real.
It's always real. Our tournament's still a thing. Yes, there's in the UK. There's lots of Nemesis tournaments. We're even running one.
We are running one in the London area, southeast area. I'm going to get rid of Violent Excess.
Valentin says he's anti-championship now. There you go. All the best players are.
Score this immediately after your Warband's second or subsequent successful attack action that targeted the same fighter in the same phase.
It's unlikely considering
exactly,
my
we've
fighters.
only got a wound left each. It seems like I might struggle to score that one. So, and much as it pains me, I'm also going to get rid of... No, I'm going to keep that one. It doesn't pain me that much. So, draw 1 and 5.
Patat says, "How does one sign up to championships then, or at least where he can watch one?" Do you mean championship as in championship format games, or just like tournaments? Stockholm has them quite often, it seems, says Matthias. Yeah, I think you just have to look around online.
Yeah.
People might be running via Eventbrite or on Facebook, that kind of thing. You might see comments on them there. So in the end phase, I have scored fastest around. Scores in the end phase. If each surviving friendly fighter is in enemy territory and there are no enemy fighters in my territory, for 3 glory.
Ah.
So
all that moaning,
no,
and now you're level.
But I mean, they're all going to be dead at about.
I understand what you're saying.
It's small. He says they've got a Discord server as well, so yeah, you could do that. I'm going to put Savage Ferocity onto Squiddly Diddly, which is +1 dice. And I might as well do it. I'm going to put Soul Siphon Mantle onto Alethea, which is +1 wound.
Oh, I could have kept that card.
I'll keep them. I'm going to get rid of the Hurricane Darts, because that's the one which is dependent on how many thingy counters you've got. And I'm going to get rid of Wild Impetus, because that requires having the impetus thing resolve. I'm going to get rid of Inexplicable Dread, which is hold on to an objective in your territory, because I don't think anyone's going to be alive. This disappears, it melts away, which is still quite funky. I'm going to draw 3 objectives and 4 power cards. More upgrades. Do not like.
Upgrades, Sam I am.
I do not like upgrades, Sam I am. I do not like them, so go stick up your butt.
How rude.
How rude. Right. I have 1 chance in this game now, and that's to get, I think, this roll off. But that's probably about it. So here we are, round 2. It's 4 all, but it's definitely not a 4 all kind of game.
No.
So let's riggedy roll.
2 singles.
Come on, crit. Do it.
Crit! Single double!
I'm going first. Screw you.
Okay.
Right, first activation. I'm going to charge with Alethea. Yes, going to have to charge with it. It's really annoying that the squid doesn't have a range to attack, but it would be quite overpowered because then they'd all have range to attacks. So, Alethea is going to go 1, 2, 3 to there.
Okay.
Oh no, actually, if I go to there, you can't hit me with him because he's range 2, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'll go to there. I know that kind of traps her a little bit, but I mean, at this stage in the game, probably doesn't matter too much. 2 hammers, 2 damage.
Keep moving.
Please, God. A hammer.
Hey, nothing.
Dead. 2 wounds.
Yeah.
Whee! I'm back in the game, baby. So I get a glory for that one, for killing yous. What was this about? The same decks as a couple of days ago?
Oh.
I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Gazemba. What did we miss? You were asking something about the same decks as a couple of days ago. If you're asking if we're playing the same deck as the video we released a few days ago, no, these are Nemesis decks. Yes, sorry. Yerk. Was it Yerk? It was Yerk. Y is in yes, and Urk is in Kirk. So
yeah.
Yerk. Yes, sorry. Yerk said it is Nemesis. Yes, he is correct. Right, so dead thing over there. Let's get a glory for that. I also score beat to the punch. Score immediately after a friendly fight a successful attack action if it was the first successful attack action in the phase.
Nice.
That gets me another glory. I feel like you're just going to come pound the squid in a moment, and that's not a euphemism.
Sounds like one.
I'm going to pick up another objective.
Yeah, well, I've got to be careful because you can easily win.
That is, I've heard, you know, a potential problem with these things.
Yeah.
What do I want to do? I don't know. Oh, and I also scored Snuff Out.
Oh.
Score immediately after your warband deals precisely enough damage to an enemy fighter that takes the fighter out of action.
Nicely done.
That isn't the one I just picked up,
I don't think
because the
I'm
one I
gonna
just picked up was the other one. Pooh, that's the other one I get.
Score that one. Score that one. Oh, I could score that one.
Okay, so 8, 7 plays 4.
Okay.
That was a 3 glory kill. That was definitely needed.
Okay.
Place a feature token. I can.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It doesn't matter very much, but I'll put a blocked one. I'll put a couple of hex there. I mean, it doesn't matter too much, but yeah. Yeah, Patat. Look on Facebook, Discord, Eventbrite as well. Manson says no, it can matter to prevent his gambits. Oh yeah, I suppose. Well, I don't think it's going to make too much difference, but maybe. Yeah, I see what you're doing. See what you're talking about. Only one very strong demon left. Yes, you do have 4 wounds left and the potential to reduce my damage, so it could take me potentially 4 attacks to kill you.
Okie dokie. It's good. Right, I suppose I'll make a charge.
Kind of got to at this stage, haven't you? Oh, you squid, come here. I'm going to slap you about a bit, you floppy-armed freak. Sorry, and he's jumped onto there. To slap him there, from over there.
2 arms.
2 arms?
2 arms.
Pah, I've got 8.
Hang on a minute, let me just read my cards.
Give us one moment, viewers, whilst Robin reads his cards. There are some games which require him to place a token, but he can't if the tokens are not here. There's still one, unfortunately.
I'm going to put
That's a good
perfect
point.
blade before I attack. I'm going to put the perfect blade on it. It's quite important to put them that way up as well because I haven't.
Then they
got
don't
them,
disappear.
But there are some cards that need them to be 2 on the board. If you put it that way up, it doesn't disappear.
There we go. Yes. What format seems to be more popular with the casual community? Nemesis.
Yeah.
Rivals is good for starters. If you're just getting into it yourself, if you're into it already and you're getting a friend into it, Rivals is the way to go. Nemesis, I think, is the perfect balance. I think we've called it the perfect game before.
We may have done.
And I think it is.
I think it is a good balance. I really enjoyed building this deck because it was fairly simple but quite...
There's still some thinky in there. And you're going to take some not good cards. There's always that suboptimal decision to making.
I've played the perfect blade on him, Pete, which is 3 hammers, 3 damage.
Oh, Christ.
And I can't use any other upgrades.
Oh.
Well, I can, but they don't do anything.
Yeah, but he hasn't got any anyway, so it doesn't matter.
3 hammers.
Ouch.
A crit!
Oh dear. 1 dodge is left for me. Oh, Squiddly Diddly's dead.
Splat.
Squiddly dead, diddly dead. So you get glory. Oh dear, oh dear.
Do get a glory.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Score anything.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. How many do you move? 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Ho ho. Oh, let's call that. Oh, I will score that one. Right. So there's a distinctly squiddly shaped hole on the board there now. I've been robbing Hav a little bit there. Okay.
Confused.
Remember?
Because you went first, didn't you?
I did, so I've had my 1 turn.
Right, have I got 2 turns?
I don't know.
I haven't been, have I?
No, you've just done that. That's
okay.
literally been your first one, I think.
Okay.
So my second go, I'm going to get rid of a objective.
Okay.
I'm going to get rid of running rings. Score in the end phase if 2 or more friendly fighters. Never mind.
I don't see why you couldn't keep that.
Poopity poop. Okay.
Okay.
Nothing in my power step. Or do I? No.
My second, I'm going to move on to there. Because I can now move with this charge token.
You can. Everyone can move now.
And if that's me first, isn't it? In the power step, I'm going to delve this.
Ooh, so you are staggered now.
I am, yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Interesting. What do people say? In Rivals, you take a pre-made deck, most often the Warbands faction deck. Yeah, or you can take, I mean, for some of the Season 1, 2 Warbands, you have to take another deck instead. You can't take the Warband deck. So you have to take something else like Fearsome Fortress or one of these ones, Breakneck, whatchamacallits and stuff. Deck building is a Nemesis thing, but yes.
Yeah, you have to.
So
yeah.
That's where Rivals is a little bit
It's very
nicer.
limited deck building.
Yeah.
Because it's only, you can only build
64 cards.
32 from 64.
Yes.
But Rivals, you just literally take one, which is a challenge in itself, getting a good fit.
Yep. So it's in your power step, sorry, I'm going to play... do I do that though? I don't think you're going to do what I want if I do that. So in the action, I'm going to do anything in your power step. So my third go, I'm going to shuffle out. I'm going to get rid of Out of Control, which is an objective I score if I resolve the impetus ability for an enemy fighter or it staggers me. Okay. I'll draw a new card.
Gone through all your deck?
Almost, yeah.
Wow.
I don't think in a good way.
Okay.
And then that's me done.
So my third, I'm going to move 1, 2, 3 onto there.
Interesting. Anything you passed up?
I still have nothing.
Okay. I've got nothing either, so my fourth and final go, I'm going to get rid of Gale Force and draw my last objective. I'll draw that one. And then in the power step, I have nothing to do.
Okay, I'm going to score Stranglehold. Score it immediately after power step. If you're Warbound, hold each objective within 2 hexes of no one's territory.
Clever girl. That's 2 glory, isn't it?
2 glory, yes.
That's a nice card. That is a nice card. Sorry. There you go.
Quite pleased to pick that one up. And in my fourth, I'm going to get rid of Escalating Screams, which I have to have a supporting fighter. And draw a new card, which is that one.
No shelf. There you go. The Patat says, oh, because I deck build with 20 gambits and 12 objectives, is this normal? I mean, my Mologs mob don't have enough of their own. So yes, if you're going to play Mologs, you would have to pick a Rivals deck, make it a Nemesis match, and then you'd have to pick between your Mollog cards and the cards from that rival's
For
deck.
Nemesis, yeah.
For Nemesis,
or just pick a straight out rival's deck.
Yes, you could just
You
take...
can't field Mollog with just his own cards.
with just the Warband card. So you could play Nemesis and just take the Fearsome Fortress or Breakneck Speed or Tooth and Claw or something like that if you wanted. The earlier Warbands, they tend to have a few nice power cards and upgrades, but not so good on the objective front. So generally you play Nemesis with them, I think.
I've got nothing.
Nothing, so we're on to the end phase.
Actually, no, I'm going to put all of these objectives, all these upgrades on him.
What have you got?
Oh no, I don't want to put that one on him.
Why not? You've got the Glory.
Yeah. No, I don't want to put that one on him.
Yeah.
Because he's got 2 shields anyway. So I'm going to put those 3 on him, but the actual 2 of them are no use at the moment.
Alright, I see. Oh, yes, because you've got the sword.
Yeah, I've got the sword.
I see.
2.
What are you putting on him?
So I Everwinter Staff, which is another really good card. You cannot give it to a Khorne fighter, but they are a wizard with a wizard level of 2.
Nice.
It's a really good card. Eyes of the Nine.
Rise the 9 and drawling over that one.
Yeah. But it's just such. It's not only that. It's a range 2 hammer, 2 damage attack.
And you can give it to any
and it
fighter,
makes
not
them a
just a
wizard.
caster.
Yeah,
So
you give it to any fighter, it makes them a wizard. And so
Nice.
arguably you don't want to give it to a caster.
Yeah.
So it's absolutely
That's
crazy.
a blind. That's a lovely
crazy
card.
I actually started to think this Frost deck is overpowered.
It's better. I think it's almost better than the Seismic
I think
Blast.
it is better than the Seismic Shock. Yeah.
Yeah, Seismic Shock.
Yeah.
Is it a Slaanesh card about holding to one of the objectives near the middle?
That
all the
is
objectives
a
near the
frosty. That is a frosty card.
And
as well.
that's just 2 Glory Surge as
Yeah.
well, which you would, as you just proved, if you're a little bit clever, you can score that quite easily.
I'm a little bit clever.
I'm a little bit clever.
So
I might
that's
as well.
been
I
done
might as
now.
well do stuff for me as well. I might
Okay.
as well put Headlong Sprinter, which gives a +2 move and gives her a momentum counter. Battering Ram and Unstoppable Warrior on her.
Okay.
So Battering Ram is after the deal damage step. I can give the target fighter my momentum counters. And Unstoppable Warrior is if whilst I make an attack, if I have 3 or more momentum counters, I get an innate sword or hammer.
Okay. Well, there's almost no point in keeping this card. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a minute.
I'm going to get rid of Surging Stream because it gives me +1 damage, but it's to uninspired fighters, so I probably would have to make the first charge. I don't know. I'll keep it.
Okay.
Sorry, we haven't done objectives, have we?
No, because
sorry, we're in the power step. Yes.
We're in my final power step.
Sorry,
I have
I've
nothing else.
played 3 objectives, so I better turn them over. I went first, didn't I? Yes, because I won. I need to. I've scored Need for Speed because I score an end phase of each surviving friendly fighter has 1 or more move or charge counters. I score Eager for the Fight because in the end phase each surviving friendly fighter has 1 or more charge or move counters and or is within 2 hexes of an enemy fighter. So that's 3, and I score Mind Erosion because there's a staggered fighter.
Wow.
So 4 glory.
Well, yeah, helps
That
you
was the
out
very
there.
last card in my deck I was drawing for.
Okay, but you've now got no cards left.
I've got no objective
Okay,
cards left.
so-
I'm up to 11.
Okay, and I've scored Chill from the Grave. Score this if 2 or more enemy fighters are out of action for 2. Cold of the Void. Score this in the end phase of each surviving friendly fighter is adjacent to no fighters for another 2. And Indulgence Given Form. Score this in the end phase if 1 or more surviving Inspire fighters each have 1 or more upgrades and or on an objective taken.
I think you've won.
So that's another 5.
Yeah, so you're up to 12 and I'm up to 11.
And I've got objectives left.
Yes. So unless I can kill you before you score anything, which I'm doubtful of, I'm properly stoofed.
Yeah, and I'll score something if you kill me.
Will you?
Yeah.
Okay. How many?
I've got one that requires me. I've got at least 1 card in here that requires me to be dead.
But I'll get 2 glory for killing you.
Yes. That is true.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to score
That'll
that
do.
as well.
Okay.
Right, I'm going to get rid of the Helm of Insight because I haven't got any. And I think this card, I don't reckon there's any point in keeping it. It's a Gambit spell. In fact, I might take it out of the deck. If cast, choose an enemy fighter with 1 or more upgrades adjacent to the caster. The chosen fighter's player picks 1, break the chosen fighter's upgrades, which is pretty good, all of them, or give the chosen fighter 1 charge token. Well, you're always just going to pick that.
Yeah.
So
Because I've charged.
Because you've got to have charged. It's like, well, yeah.
I think it's great if you've got, like, you're at the beginning or you're at the end of a round and they've already charged with their big fighter and then you quickly run up and then go bazap. No, it's worse.
because
at the start of the round, sorry, if you run up and go bazap straight away. I don't know.
But then you're standing next to them because you have to be adjacent.
Yeah, but then if you like here, you've just crush all of my objectives suddenly or upgrades.
Yeah, true. But you would never pick it.
Possibly not.
Because you just pick charge token because you just deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to get rid of it anyway, and take 5.
So I can't believe we have made around 3.
Just
I'll show you our cards. These are what I've got. I haven't got any objectives. I did contemplate keeping the objective, which is to complete one of the impetus things,
right.
but have it stagger my fighter and then put something on me and run into the corner. But if you'd have just gone, well, I'll just push you back into the board rather than I'll stagger you, then I would have scored it. So
I didn't even know I could stagger you. So you'd have been like, do you want to stagger me?
You want to show off your final card.
So if you charge me, I can stagger you, can I?
No.
Okay.
You can only stagger someone if I was here and decided to push me into the block.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't think you would have done it.
I would have just pushed you back into the
Exactly, that's what I thought. So I had to draw for mind erosion because that was the only one I could score left. But in order to score that, I had to go through all the rest of my objectives.
Right.
But I have scored the maximum amount of objectiveness as I could.
It's going to be an interesting last round.
I don't think it will.
Okay. It's not going to be an interesting last round.
I think it's going to come down to...
I got a crit and 2 crits.
You need to show off your cards as well in a moment. Okay. I get no crit. They're the wrong way round. I don't give a shit, says Robin. Right, 12 plays 11, so over to you, Roblerine.
I think I'll let you go first.
Yeah. Okay. I'll draw a power card. I got that. Don't even know what that is. Do I want that?
Okay. I will...
In the power step, I'm going to get rid of that because that was counter current, which is a spell, and I haven't got any casters. I'll draw a new one, and I get that.
Okay.
I equally can't use that one either because it's a Sepher thingy card only. So, poo to it all.
For my first, I'm not playing anything.
Okay, so Anthea has then inspired as well.
Okay.
That's I believe, it is my first power step in round 3. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to get rid of euphoric killers because it involves having 2 or more surviving friendly fighters.
Okay.
Inspired fighters. So that's my first. And in the power step, I don't have anything.
Okie dokie. Don't think I've got anything that helps me left in my deck. So...
Well, I think I would just be boring and just if you well, depends what you're going to do.
I'm going to do something really stupid,
okay.
So it'll be fun. So in my power step, I'm going to put moving mark onto me, which gives me 2 shields if I've got a charge token, and living hurricane, which gives me stagger. And after my move action, I give this fighter a momentum counter. And I'm also going to play devastating charge, which gives me +1 damage.
Oh wow! How much damage are you doing?
3.
Oh okay.
Yeah, I did have another +1 damage card, which would take me up to 4, but I can't play that now because it has to go on an uninspired fighter, which is annoying. Oh no, sorry, not that one. It has to go on an uninspired fighter, but it's... Oh no, I should have done it before. Oh no! Oh no, because it only works if they're uninspired when I make the attack. So yes, no good. So okay, my second activation, I'm going to charge you.
Okay.
So now I've got to count up all of my tokens. So headlong sprinter. After their move action, I give them 2 momentum counters. So I'll get 2 from Headlong Sprinter. I'll get 1 for Living Hurricane. So I get 3 in total. So I've got 3 at the end of my movement.
Have you got a transfer thing?
Yes.
So you're going to do 4 to 3 damage and then transfer it and kill me.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
So then I'm going to charge, and my move is now 6,
Okay.
7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. So then I'm going to slap you in the chops a bit.
Okay, here we go.
So I've got 2 hammers normally, and I don't think I get an innate one for Unstoppable Warrior.
Okay.
Unstoppable Warrior.
If I fail completely, then I get -1 damage.
I know. So I'm hoping you get like.
So you got 1 shield
Yeah.
to your crit.
No, I have cleave,
Oh, okay.
so that
would
probably
be a
doesn't
fail.
help me.
No. If there are no successes, yeah.
I need a crit and a hammer, and I need you to roll a crit, basically. I think so. I'm probably stuffed, but
Okay.
anyway.
Well, it'd be good fun. You never know.
Here
You
we
never
go.
know.
So there's a single assist, which is no
not,
good.
Not what you wanted.
A crit.
Crit.
I'm not sure that's what I wanted.
A crit. It's not
Oh, I got a hammer! I've got a hammer! I've got a bloody hammer! Crit and a hammer! Versus your crits, you did roll a success, but you didn't win, so I do 3 damage, and I go bomb bomb and kill you!
and get 2 glory.
Now, just to explain to the boys and girls and why the hell I've pushed him, at the end of my battering ram ability says after the deal damage step of this fighter's attack action that targeted an adjacent enemy fighter, give the target this fighter's momentum counters. And I've got 3 of them, so I give 3 to him, and then after all of that, I can then choose where to push him. I push him into there and killerate him.
He's dead.
So I get 2 glory for that.
You do. So what does that take you up to?
13.
Okay. You better get us down there on an objective quick.
Yeah. So he's dead.
I've got no power cast to draw. I mean, no upgrade. No. What's the word? Objectives to draw.
Rock the Spot, who may be following us a bit late, has said that Lasavir's defence rolls
They are.
successes
Yeah,
with single
I
support.
realise I completely forgot that.
It's really hard. There's so many things going on with them.
Yeah. She's considered to have an additional supporting fighter.
Yeah.
And I did forget that. Did I need that? Did I roll a support earlier?
You might have done.
Yeah.
It's
never
hard
mind.
to.
Never mind. So.
Your second activation?
Yeah, I'll just draw this card. Well,
I'll show it off.
now. Well, there's not much point really, but okay, I can do it. It's not any use.
Okay. Power step anything?
No.
My third go, I'm going to draw that one, which is absolute no use, I think. Yep. No use.
That one. It's just the irresistible feast, but I've got no fighters alive. So that's no good. And then my last one, I'll take this one.
Well, I've got 4th go.
Okay, oh sorry. Are you going to move on the objective?
Yeah, but I've realised something. That when I move on to the objective, I'll get 3
Okay.
thingy counters.
And I'll just move you off.
And you can just move me off.
Okay, well I will do that.
So
okay.
it doesn't matter where I move.
Okay.
This is the problem with the
You can't
with,
get on
with this deck.
objectives
It's
afterwards.
very hard to get onto objectives if
Yeah.
you've got all things. So I'm trying to work out if it's worth me. See if I can't get on one. Basically, there's just no way I can get onto.
And you've got no
objective.
cast to score, have you?
I've got no cards to score. So if
Okay.
you've got anything,
So
you
what
can
is
put
it?
me out of my misery
13-12 I have, and the score
now.
12.
Hold on.
sorry.
I've picked up a card on my 4th go, but that doesn't help me at all
Okay.
either.
My last card. Oh, I've already picked it up actually. I think that doesn't matter anyway. I've scored Obsession Advice. Score this in an end phase if 1 or more fighters each have 1 or more Force of Gifts upgrades are out of action. Well, Vexmore did.
Yep, and he's out of
And
action.
he's out of action. And Triumph of Carnality. Score this in end phase if 4 or more fighters each have 1 or more wound counters and or out of action for 2.
Wow.
2.
You bastard. You utter bastard.
You
Even
wiped me
when I-
out.
Yeah, I know, and you still bloody win.
I told you I scored 2, and I did.
You scored 3. You got 3 glory.
I scored 2. I didn't score. I scored 2 at the end.
I thought you scored 2
No, I scored
objectives.
2 objectives for 2.
Oh,
glory.
okay.
2
One of them's
objectives
only
for 2
one.
glory.
Okay, sorry.
2 objectives for 2 glory. You roll 2 times the single support that save. Ah.
See,
that? Yeah.
and still. So
Yeah, I still won.
I'm sure this warband's great, but they don't seem great against that warband.
I don't know. I just maybe think I'm just
Next
too,
good game.
too
Thanks
lucky.
for the fun stream. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Hope you enjoy it. We're probably just going to sit here and mumble and well, I'm going to mumble and grumble for 5 minutes, but that is the 2 games for tonight. A strong win. Although the second game was closer, I mean, you've got no models left and you still beat me. So
I don't
14,
know
13.
how to remember all these different things.
They have a lot going on. Their
I think it's a problem with me. It's partly because we're looking. I mean, you look at the stream more than I do. It's partly because we're looking at.
That's
the stream,
what I blame for my terrible
but
win rate.
But I never remember ever these things. I did remember Vexmore's thing a couple of times, but then it didn't come up. But
And the one time when you yeah.
But I never remember these. You can't support attacks from
Against
this one, and
that didn't matter because the only times I attacked, I didn't have any support.
And this one, I get support.
You get support.
I get a support. I get an extra support.
Oh, what,
basically.
for any defence?
She get this fighter is considered to have an additional supporting fighter, so it's just actually all the time.
Oh, okay. So that's attacks.
Oh, no,
and
that's the wrong one.
defences.
Sorry, that's Vashtis. But hang on, no, Vashtis is adjacent enemy fighters. No, this one actually has. This is considered to have an extra supporting fighter. This one cannot be supported while they're the target of an attack action. So actually, it might have been all right.
Valentin asks, which end phase objectives do you have for the Discord with FOF? I was just struggling to pick 6.
End phase, I struggled with that. So I've got Triumph of Carnality, Obsession and Vice, so I have got some false gifts in there. Because they feel like a given to me, because they're false gift ones. Because
you can give them to an opponent.
You can give them to an opponent, and they count when the fighter's dead.
Yes.
So these guys are really quite easy to kill. So you put it on one of them, and then they die, and then you score it at the end of the game. So it's quite nice because you've got a few bits and pieces that enable you to score at the end of the game. They've got Indulgence Giving Form, which you have to have an inspired fighter on an objective.
That one's trickier.
That's quite hard.
Yeah.
Euphoric Killers, this is the tricky one. Score this in end phase if one or more enemy fighters are out of action and 2 or more surviving friendly fighters are inspired.
2 or more surviving friendly fighters.
It's
I mean, against these guys, that's easy mode.
I've got to have 2 surviving friendly fighters though, so they've got to be inspired.
Oh yeah, true.
And the inspiration mechanic is.
Oh, sorry, your guys have to be inspired, so you have to have 2 surviving.
I have to have 2 surviving inspired fighters.
Sorry, yeah.
It's quite tricky. I haven't scored it in either game.
Yeah.
I came close to scoring it in the first game, but I kept rolling at least 1 success, which was good, but
it doesn't help you for inspiring people.
Yeah. Cold of the Void, which is a brilliant card, which is basically the old Alone in the Dark. So I have no fighters adjacent. Chill of the Grave. Score this in end phase if 2 or more enemy fighters are out of action. That's a given. Yeah, and that's it. The rest are all surges. So there you go, Val.
I will try and post.
Actually, he only found 2 that he liked.
Yeah, they're a bit tougher, but they do seem better than the elfy fish elf things. But anyway, we will obviously be back soon with some more games, whether they're live or not. I do have another, not Nemesis match, but another Rivals match with the other decks to do at some point, which will be appearing for our patrons.
Yes,
So
do consider supporting us on Patreon if you can.
Yeah.
You get extra games over there.
And the Discord, and if you're around and you can join us at any of our tournaments, you'll get discounts and all that kind of stuff. So, yes.
Although we haven't actually offered a discount on this.
Yerk says, no, we can't on this one, I don't think, because it's not us, but yeah. Yerk says, it was really fun watching a live match. Hope to do more in the future. We might, due to other factors, but we'll see.
Fascislate on that one. Because, there are various reasons. There are reasons not to do it and reasons to do it.
Yeah.
And Pete can never decide which it is.
Thomas Jeff just turned up. He says, good to see you back live, though he missed all but the last attack. That was the best attack of all of them.
If any of you ever end up in a situation where you are running a YouTube channel with Pete, then you'll find that he basically iterates all the time, which is brilliant, but it also means you go back and forth on what's good and what's not good. So at the moment we don't have a green screen on the dice camera, but we might have one in 6 months' time. Well, who knows?
And if you do a channel with Robin...
He does fuck all!
So I said that without moving my lips.
I knew what he was going to say.
Yep.
I just provide this beautiful visage and this lovely studio.
They're fantastic studio. And without Robin, there wouldn't be a channel because, there wouldn't be the 2 of us.
He's only with me for the money.
But it's good a reason as any, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately, we don't have a lovely little goodbye screen or anything like that, so I don't think so. We'll say our goodbyes and...
I did actually really enjoy this, so I can see us doing more. more live streams.
Yeah,
They are good fun.
Live streams.
I missed them.
Live streams are a bit more fun and interactive again. So
I don't think we go every week.
no,
that
we
gets a
might
bit
do it
much,
fortnightly.
but fortnightly or once a month, I reckon. Yeah.
Valentin's going goodbye.
And somebody else is here. He finally made it, and we're going. Bye.
So around 2002, he's made it. Sorry you've missed most of this one if you've just made it, or unless you've been here from the start, in which case, thank you. Thank you to everybody who's joined us this evening and asked questions and stuff. And yeah, we'll try and do more of these in the future because they are fun.
Cheers, everybody.
Now, I think I've got a credit, so hopefully we're going to disappear off into the credits in a moment.
God knows what you've put on there.
God knows. So we'll see you soon. Bye.